Good evening, everyone. So, this is Deepthi here. So, I am here to mentor you related to CMA syllabus, law and ethics. So, before we begin our syllabus, before I begin any act or something, I just wanted to give you a complete glance related to your syllabus so that you'll be aware of knowing all these weightages and marks allotted to these sections and etc. Right? So, let me begin by making you understand your syllabus. So, your syllabus has been divided into four parts: Section A, Section B, Section C, and Section D. So, Section A and B will be taken care by me. Okay. So, Section A, which is like commercial laws, and Section B is industrial or labor laws. So commercial laws and industrial or labor laws will be taken care by me. So it's around like 45% of the syllabus. So first of all, let's understand what do you mean by like commercial laws? What are the acts covered under commercial laws? Basically, Indian Contract Act, Sale of Goods Act. You might have learned about Indian Contract Act and Sale of Goods Act in your foundation syllabus, so you might be aware of these acts, right? So after this Negotiable Instruments Act, Partnership Act, and somewhere like an introduction to the legal system, like these are just basics related to the sources of law and etc. And this all are included under this commercial laws. So basically, 30% of the weightage has been given to these commercial laws. That is 30 to 35 marks can be allotted. So don't you think the majority of your syllabus will be your commercial laws? I mean, apart from these Companies Act and all, the next priority will be given to the commercial laws. And later, Section B includes labor laws, where these all acts like Factories Act, Gratuity Act, Bonus Act, Provident Fund Act, etc. So these all acts have been implemented for the welfare of the labor. So you'll be specially learning these labor laws from this section called Section B. The weightage is around like same. Sorry. Yeah. So the weightage is around like 15 to 20 marks. 15% in the sense it can increase or it can decrease. So it could be around like 50 to 20 marks. And section 4, section C, as you already know, 40% of your syllabus is allotted to Companies Act 2013. So basically related to companies, everything will be understood under this corporate laws. And last one is business ethics. That is around like 15%, maybe 15 to 20%, like 15 to 20 marks can be allotted from this business ethics. So this is the whole coverage of your CMA syllabus, which is law and ethics paper 5, right? I hope you understood and um, the weightage pattern and etc. and the chapters where it has been included, right? So after this, let me discuss about the exam pattern. As you already know, you might have seen the previous papers. I just had discussion of the CMA exam pattern where like section A and section B. Your exam pattern has been divided into two types again. One is section A and the other one is section B. Section A is totally objective. Sorry, yeah. Section A is totally objective. In the sense like true or false, MCQs, match the following, fill in the blanks can be asked. So it weights around like 25 marks, 25 to 30. Or mostly it will be around like 25 marks only. When I have seen the pattern of the previous exam papers, mostly only 25 marks of the questions have been asked in the objective manner. And the rest section B is 75 marks, which is subjective part. Questions will be asked. Out of that, you have to choose 5 questions and 15 marks each. And under those 5 questions, they'll be asking you sub questions too. So this is the whole approach of your exam pattern. You understood your syllabus, right? And you understood your exam pattern and how we are going to study. and how we are going, I mean, like, what would be our approach in understanding those commercial laws and industrial laws is my responsibility. Okay. So let me tell you first. Okay. See, before we begin to start understanding the acts and to start understanding the provisions and all, let me give you a simple approach. See, law is a theoretical subject, right? Of course, in your exam pattern, 25 marks is objective. Leave aside. We are going to concentrate on MCQs too. And what about theoretical part? See, for understanding those theoretical part, what you must do is you must revise the provisions daily. In the sense, like, it's not like you are taking so much time for revision and all. Just mark the important points in the sense, just underline the important points where you feel like, okay, this must be written in this particular answer. So just underline those points and make a habit of revising them daily. See, once you revise it daily, before exams, while you go for fast track revision or while you are going through the whole syllabus, whatever it is, you will be able to crack every answer. I'll assure you, I'll guarantee you that even MCQs you can be able to attempt MCQs too, apart from theoretical questions. For MCQs, of course, revision is very, very, very mandatory, and for theoretical part too, theory is not something which you just read and later before exams you just give a glance to it. You have to make a habit of revising all those points regularly. Okay, so make sure after every class, revise your points. After every class. Okay, it's not like after 2 days or after 1 week, you're just opening your book and reading the amendments or reading the points. It's not a proper habit of understanding law. Okay, law must be basically read right after your class. After finishing your class, just after that, take 1 hour break or 2 hours break, take your book again, whatever you understood, write it on your book and read the whole theory again. Okay, make sure to do this work daily. And what about MCQs? How do we crack MCQs? When I'm going to teach you act or any of the provision, what I'll do is I'll mark every important point over there. Okay, every important point so that there could be a scope of asking an MCQ question from that particular point. So here MCQs can be sorted out by that habit. And theory questions, though, of course, we have to read it, we have to understand the case studies, case laws, etc., etc. So it goes on like based on our revision. Okay, so MCQs and theory. As we are into attempting two types of exam pattern. One is MCQs and the other one is theory. So we have to basically concentrate on the whole topic. It's not like I'm going to leave or exempt a topic and just in factories that, for example, labor acts or labor laws or industrial laws. Most of the students, what they do is, as the weightage is around like very little. In our old syllabus, it used to be around like 30%. That is 30 to 35 marks will be asked from this labor laws. But right now they have just decreased the labor laws part so that they can give more weightage to the Companies Act and the Business Ethics. But no way it is reduced. Okay, no way it is reduced. Why? Because if you feel like it is complicated to crack Companies Act or somewhere or the around, you didn't read business ethics, or sometimes you might have forgot any provision in section A, like commercial laws. See, labor laws are your boon. Okay, so that is labor laws must be read. You cannot exempt labor laws. Why? Because most of the questions are like direct questions. They don't even ask you very complicated ones. For example, they'll ask you what is the applicability of Factories Act, or for example, what they can ask you, what is the definition of a factory? Okay, so don't you think this is very simple? Simple definitions can be asked, and simple procedures can be asked. It's not that complicated. Whatever you read, the same questions can be expected, unlike other Companies Act, ethics, and commercial laws. Done. So The direct questions can be appeared in the exams based on labor laws. So nowhere you can escape from this. And if you exempt your studying labor laws, you cannot exempt in your CMA final level. Done. So that is the reason why please concentrate on this industrial or labor laws. So I hope you understood the approach of how we are going to study and how we are going to crack MCQs and theory. I hope everything is clear from my side, and all the very best for our further classes. And let me end the class for today, and we'll continue further tomorrow. Thank you.